What do I use for Instagram? There's a handful of apps that I use, recommend, love, have used for multiple years, recommend them to anybody that's looking to grow on Instagram and streamline their process. And I can definitely tell you that I see a monetary value tied into it. That means it has an ROI just by using that platform. Do you want to know what they are? Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to start off, literally the other day I was creating something on the go, and I remembered, because I don't know if you're like me, but I usually just use Canva on my laptop, on my computer, right? And I remembered that Canva also has an app, which I know I've used a lot in the past, but I just kind of had forgotten about it. I opened it up and literally it was so easy to create a captivating animated video post inside a cell phone vector. I literally did it in less than like max 5. I think really it was 2, but max 5 minutes. And it was a story. It was an Instagram story that automatically hooked my audience. A lot of you guys responded to it. A lot of you guys also took action. And it just gets me thinking, how many times do we overcomplicate creating stuff for Instagram because we think it has to have this or it has to do this and this and that? I remember before in the past, we would always create everything on Photoshop or even on Premiere. And now there are so many platforms. I know just like Canva, we have so many like Adobe Spark, we have InShot, Insta Stories, like so many different things. But specifically Canva is my go-to because everything's already there. We leave our brand kit saved for not only my brand, but for our clients' colors so that it's super easy. And if you're ever on the go, create something that is binge watching, scroll stopping content that you can see the return it has on your Instagram profile. So I know Canva gets talked about a lot, overlooked, but really look into how you can make the most out of it. Now, on to number 2. To schedule stuff, you know that my go-to applications, of course, involve scheduling content. Start off with the Facebook Creator Studio if you are completely new. If you are looking to start scheduling more at a time and you still want something free, use Buffer. For a lot of time in my business, I use Buffer, and I just remembered that they do have a free plan. So I'm going to start recommending that to all of you guys that want something free but that do want to schedule your content. Buffer is amazing. You can schedule, I think, in their free one up to 10 posts. And not only do they use Instagram, they also use other social media platforms. But specifically, since this video is for Instagram, make sure that you check that one out. And of course, you guys know my ultimate favorite, Sketch Social. The reason why it is on top of the other applications that I recommend to manage Instagram, specifically to schedule, is because you can also automate your stories. It already has like a library in there. You can save user-generated content. It gives you super in-depth reporting on what to improve, how to improve it, see your metrics, and you can also select different competitors to see what they're doing, which post was their best post, at what times they're posting, all that good stuff. And that a lot more information is inside this video right here if you want to know more about like the competitor analysis. But really that platform has so much information just by itself that a lot of the growth for our clients' accounts that we've seen is directly tied to that platform. So for those that I got you guys discounts, and they're downstairs in the description or in the comments below. But not only that, it doesn't stop there. I have an entire Instagram course for free right up here, so make sure that you check it out. There are so many tips. First of all, how to use hashtags, the right strategy, how to avoid the most common Instagram mistakes, how to use over 11 hidden Instagram features that not that many people know about. All of that and so much more is all inside that free Instagram course. So make sure you check it out as soon as this video ends. But before you go, let's finish on with the rest of the applications that I recommend. And just like I mentioned, that video that was inside the Instagram course, that video talks about not only the hashtag strategy that you can do manually, but in case you are looking to something that saves time, the application that I recommend hands down is Hashtastic. It's basically a way that you can create 5 to 7 different templates per month in order to always be using different hashtags and making sure that they are helping you reach more people. Sometimes hashtags don't work. And a lot of times when you guys say, Laura, but my hashtags aren't working, this and that, most of the times it's because you're not alternating. Not every hashtag is going to work, especially if you choose hashtags that are very broad. So take time to get them more specific. If you can, do the work manually. The whole strategy is inside that video. And if not, use a platform like Hashtastic, which saves you time. I think it's literally like $9 per month. And you can create various different templates to play around with. That way, you know which hashtag sets are working. You keep using those. The ones that don't work, you just throw away and create new sets. Each set always has to have 30 hashtags. That basically means that you should not be posting anything on Instagram without those 30 hashtags. Now on to number 4, which is a platform that I don't really talk a lot, but that does save a lot of time. We've used it for our clients, and I think it's a platform that is very, very overlooked, and it's called $80. If you've ever heard of the $80 strategy by Gary Vee, where it's basically like you comment and you leave your 2 cents in other people's comments, so that way you're building a communication and a conversation. I really like this strategy when you use it the right way to build a conversation. I don't like it if you're commenting on your competitors, trying to get their people to go over to your site. I don't like it if you're doing it that way. But if you're doing it correctly, if you're actually manually doing a conversation, then $80 is a great application for you. What you do is that basically you sit down in the morning or in the afternoon, you leave a lot of comments already pre-made. You do them, okay? This isn't a bot. This isn't an extension. This isn't something that goes against the Instagram API. This is totally safe to use. You manually do them. And basically what this app does is that it sporadically sends them out so that Instagram isn't seeing that you're like bulk overloading and saturating with a lot of comments. It's a great strategy. It does take some time, but the return that you see and the results that you'll see is tremendous. So if you are looking for that extra Instagram growth, try this application out, use it correctly, and you'll see the results. All right, number 5 is Adobe Spark. And yes, it's a bit similar to our number 1, Canva, but Adobe Spark is kind of like the extra spark, no pun intended, or no whatever that may be, okay? Spark and spark, you guys get it. Because Canva, it's great. You guys know I went on a whole rant about how much I loved it and how much it saves time. But the thing is that a lot of you guys get too comfortable with using the templates that are already made. And the problem is that when a consumer sees that everybody's using that same blue cloud background with the little search result, because it's literally the first thing that comes up, yes, it's super eye-catching, but play around with it a little. So if you are somebody that has already used one of their main templates and you don't even play around with it and make it your own, then I want you to start using Adobe Spark. Why? Because they have different templates that not that many people use. More people use Canva. Therefore, your content is going to look a bit different. When we see the same exact picture with the same exact style over and over and over and over and over again on so many different profiles, well, guess what? It just doesn't captivate anymore. So if you are into using templates, which is totally fine, then start using other platforms like Adobe Spark so that your content still sticks out and that you are getting the most out of it. And with that, I'm going to my number 6, Mailerlite. And you may be thinking, Laura, you talk about this platform and you always say that it's for mailing or for landing pages or for sales pages. Why are you adding it into Instagram? Well, this is why. With Mailerlite, you can also create websites for free just by having their plan. And actually, you can even have their free plan if you have less than 1,000 subscribers. So what I recommend you to do with Mailerlite is create a website that you can customize to create your link in bio. I know that for link in bio, you guys like using Linktree, this one, that one, and that one, and the other one. There are so many of them, okay? I'm not even gonna go into it. But I really, hands down, know that if you design your own, first of all, your consumer isn't going to something that they're already used to. Second of all, you own the traffic. just by making it a website on your Mailerlite platform and linking it to your domain, you can collect that data using Google Analytics, okay? You don't need to use an external platform when you can make it yourself. And not only that, you can literally customize it. You can add videos. You can add so many little things that platforms like Linktree might not give you the opportunity to, or they roll it out later. Like I know that now you can also add in videos, but you could always do that with Mailerlite because you are basically designing your own website. You're just doing it in that mobile view so that it's optimized for your link in bio. So your link in bio, if anybody's confused out there, is that one link URL that Instagram gives you. So when people click on there, you want to make sure that either you send them to one page that is going to automatically convert them into your community, or you give them maybe 3 to 4 different options about how they can take an action. And you want to make sure that this is designed in a way that's captivating and that doesn't let them leave from this page without taking an action. That's why I really, really recommend you guys start using Mailerlite to create your own style and not use other platforms that people are already so accustomed to that it just makes your profile not stand out. And of course, if we're looking for that Instagram growth, if we're looking to actually build loyal brand fans that become our customers, then you have to be doing things differently. You shouldn't be copying what everybody else is doing on Instagram. So there you have it, friends. And not only that, what I mentioned to you before, most of these applications, I found a way to get you guys a discount to. So they're going to be down below, a discount. Some of them even have free trials. So make sure you check it downstairs below in the description or in the comments. And remember that I have an entire Instagram course for free that you have to check out if you're really serious about growing your Instagram, getting real, true, loyal fans to your business and not really focusing on increasing the number of followers, okay? Stick around here because the next week I have a video that is going to transform your business. See you there. Bye-bye.